So I'm noticing a few things. Oh, by the way, so we're on the way again. I overcharged because I went and got burgers because I didn't realize that the lobby was actually open. So I got the burgers and ran. I haven't eaten them yet. And I got a water and I got a Dr. Pepper for a little something. Anyway. I've been using autopilot a lot here, and to navigate on autopilot is helpful, but it's challenging to use because, I don't know, it doesn't quite fit in with other drivers, which always makes me nervous. So one thing, for example, instead of anticipating that traffic is slowing and kind of gradually adopting that new speed, it comes right up to the back of the vehicle and then slows down, and then it speeds up and right up to the back of the next vehicle and then slows down. If there isn't much variation in speed, it tracks just fine, but it doesn't anticipate things like humans do. And then also when it intends to change lanes to go around somebody, it puts the blinker on and then it waits for a few seconds, which the system is always monitoring, so it should already know if it's safe to do that or not. And it puts the blinker on, and then it waits just long enough so that other drivers aren't really sure if it's actually going to do lane change or not. And the other thing that it does is that it doesn't really anticipate a slow vehicle very far ahead. So if you're cruising along, you really want to do things smoothly as a human driver. You see, there's a slow vehicle a couple hundred feet ahead. I'll just merge really smoothly now, just go around it. Well, autopilot doesn't do that. It comes up and then it slows down, whoa, slow vehicle, and it turns the blinker on and then waits for a little while and then it does a very robotic type of lane change. There was something else that made it difficult. Another thing is that if freeway exits don't have a line painted, a broken white line, autopilot will think that the right lane is just getting wider, and then it centers itself, including the exit ramp or the beginning part of it, which is kind of annoying. So it ends up weaving and fishtailing. The blinker thing coming up. So those are it's just, it does its tasks well, and it generally avoids other cars, but it makes, I don't know, there's just a lot to the smoothness of driving that is the result of anticipating what's going on, not just reacting. And autopilot is really more kind of linear thinking, reacting to what's just ahead of it, just in front of it. And the other thing is, so when autopilot wants to merge to the fast lane or the passing lane to go around somebody, if there's a car kind of close to where it wants to merge, the human driver, many of them slow down a little bit and give you a little space. Well, autopilot doesn't recognize that, and it also prefers way more space than a human would require to merge in. So it thinks the car is in the way. The human thinks that they're giving me room to merge, and I'm not doing anything. So it's little things like that hopefully will become smoother and sort of take autopilot and navigate on autopilot to the next level. I don't have FSD beta, so I don't know if this stuff is better in those versions, but I kind of doubt it. In FSD beta, they're really just focusing on city streets, which is still not out yet. And this is, what's the date today? June something, almost mid-June. Yeah, no big surprise there. People thought it's going to be released just a few weeks. Musk keeps saying, maybe 2 weeks, aspirationally next month, a few more tweaks, looking good, blah blah blah. But it's really just like Smart Summit, I think. It takes way longer, which I'm sure the software team knows, so I don't know why Musk is so aggressive with throwing out timelines, unless he like really doesn't realize how challenging it is to make this stuff work. Anyway, speaking of, oh good, nobody's tailing me. I also wish, like, autopilot is good at, you know, getting out of the passing lane if you wanted to do that. But even when I'm in the passing lane, because I'm going faster than the slow lane, I would like it to sense when there's a car too close behind me, and then, you know, get out of that car's way and then go back to the cruising lane. That would be nice. Controversial topic. Everybody thinks like, no, everybody should be in the slow lane unless you're passing. I don't really subscribe to that theory. I don't think most US people do. I don't think we operate here with passing lane and traveling lane. I think we operate with fast lane and slow lane. So fast people go in the left lane, slow people go in the right lane. But people have strong opinions about it sometimes. Anyway, we're cruising along. I've got an hour to go to get to Gothenburg. That's a charger that's next to a hotel. I can't remember if there's food around there. There might be, but either way. After that, it's Grand Island, and yeah, so we're just cruising through Nebraska like it's nobody's business. Lots of green. Haven't hit a lot of corn actually, which is surprising. I remember seeing some on the way out, but it was pretty low. And maybe Iowa has more corn than Nebraska. So anyway, oh, I did also want to say that, so the complaints that I had were with Navigate on autopilot. Autopilot as in like just automatic cruise control and auto steering. It works great, and then I just tell it when to go around a car and when not to go around a car. The one problem with that is that I forget to take turns or take exits or whatever, which is not a big deal when I'm just going to the next supervisor. But I do like how FSD will actually navigate freeway interchanges and put me in the correct lane for a freeway exchange or whatever. So I do like that part of FSD. Alright, so we haven't been here too long. I just went to the bathroom and cleaned the windshield. So many bugs. And we're ready to go. We're going to get to Grand Island with 12%. It's 100 miles away, so an hour and a half drive. Maybe a little less, depending on how it goes. And yeah, so this is the Gothenburg supercharger right next to Comfort Suites, very conveniently located. There's the truck that has a Ron John surfboard in the back, typical scene in Nebraska. Their license plate says California, so that makes sense. Not sure why they're going this direction, but anyway, yeah, off we go. I was gonna do a little video outside, but charged so fast that I think I'm ready to head out. So let's do this. That couple with the dog was at Ogallala. So it looks like I am going to get ahead of them, which I'm not sure why, because they have this red Model Y and it charges. Model Y should charge like faster than this thing, but whatever. Also, the Y also has a longer range than this. I think Model Y is it 320 or something?
In 500 feet, turn right onto South Lake Avenue.
This one is 2018. It's 100. It's the 100D. It was rated at 296 at that time, but I probably don't have that much range now. I would say maybe 250 at freeway speeds. I could probably get 280 or 290 if I was hypermiling. Alright, here we go. nice diesel. Alright, we are at the Grand Island Supercharger at the Bosselman Travel Center or whatever. Travel Center and Arby's. So I'm staking out the next, oopsies, the next stops here. So we're over here on the left, and then there's a number of supercharging options here. I want to skip, oops, to Maloo. I want to skip Lincoln. Oh, there's destination chargers there. And I also actually want to, oopsies, skip Omaha. Because both of these, well, especially the Lincoln one is kind of off of 80, and I calculated this, it's about 8 minutes to get to it from here, and then I'd probably go back up this way and it's another 8 minutes. So that's about 15 minutes I lose just driving. That's not even charging. So I want to avoid that one if I can. And then let's see, I forgot, hold on, let's see. See if I can do this with navigate from Lincoln Tesla Supercharger to Council Bluffs Tesla Supercharger.
Alright, the best way to get from Tesla Supercharger to Tesla Supercharger by car is via I-80 East. It will take about 57 minutes.
So there's only 60 miles between those two, which means that I could easily charge here an extra 60 miles. Pretty sure I could do that within 15 minutes. So instead of driving off the freeway for 15 minutes to this one, well, to it and back, I can just sit here for an extra 15 minutes and make it to this one. And then, let's see here. Navigate from Tesla Supercharger in Council Bluffs to Tesla Supercharger in Shelby, Iowa.
Alright, the best way to get from Tesla Supercharger to Tesla Supercharger by car is via...
So, and then that one, so the Omaha one to Shelby is only 32 miles. Which, when I'm adding that much charge, that does kind of add up. But this one also, I'd have to swoop down. Well, this actually isn't that much. This is basically like one giant on-ramp, and then I'd plug in there and then go back. So that'd probably only add like 5 minutes or something like that. But the 30 minutes here is not, it's not that much. So all total, if I go straight to Shelby, Iowa, and skip Lincoln as well as Omaha, it's 180 miles, and I'm only at I'm actually at 0.33 watt hours per mile, or 330 watt hours per mile, so that would be 0.33, but I'm estimating a little higher at 0.35. So I need about 63 kilowatt hours. That's about 65% of my battery, and I'm already at 42. I've already gotten 29 kilowatt hours. I got here with 10%. So I'll probably just get another 30 kilowatt hours. So charge to maybe 75-80%. It actually set my limit at 80% here because it's a high use supercharger. You can change that, but it does that by default to get you on your way. Yeah, so I've got some time. Yeah, 30 minutes is probably about right. I'm still at 76 kilowatts, so that's not great. I've been over 100 at the 250 kilowatt hour one. So that's kind of the judgment here, is like, okay, the higher I charge, the longer it takes me to charge. So it definitely makes sense to skip Lincoln, because I'm going to lose 15 minutes there. So I can just add 15 minutes. But let's say I could leave at 60% battery to get to Omaha. Is it better to stop in Omaha and charge with the low state of battery, or keep charging at my high state of battery and just get up to Shelby, Iowa? I like the Shelby, Iowa one because they have this cool like garden area and a new, which is new, and a new snack area. There's a convenience store. It's really nicely done and nice and clean and new. There's also actually a little nature trail, and I'll be getting there around 7:10. Although I think that's if I left now. So I'll probably be getting there like around 7:40 or something like that. But anyway, the sun will still be up or it'll be setting, so it'll be actually really pretty. So that's why I want to go to Shelby, and I don't really want to bother with getting on and off with these. Okay, so it's 4:40 right now. There's either convenience store options or there's Arby's. I haven't done Arby's for quite a while. I don't even know what there is to get there. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, so we got a white Model Y on this side with black chrome. So he's got the heat pump, and then we got a white Model X over here. I don't know what battery size, but anyway. A couple Teslas have left already. Pretty smooth sailing here. Trip planner has reformed its ways and now estimates 15% when we get there. I guess the conditions are just really good or something. I don't know why it was off. But yeah, just cruising along. Oh, there's some corn. When one should have missed out on seeing corn, right? There we go. There's some corn. It's as corny as my jokes. Anyway. Yeah, still got an hour and 10 minutes until Shelby, Iowa. Made it to Shelby, Iowa with pretty good stuff to spare. I got here with 18% charge. Originally, I think it was predicting 9 or 10%, so I don't know why it was so far off, but I knew I was going to have plenty, so came here pretty speedily. Got here at 7:40, which is about when I estimated. It estimated 7:50, so I shaved off 9 minutes, which I don't really need, but I'll take it. So we're charging up, nobody's here now. The screen was blank when I just opened the door after I went to the restroom, so I don't know how fast it's charging. But I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'm not sure how much farther I'm gonna go. I can't make it all the way home tonight unless I go all the way through the night, which I don't wanna do. So I'll probably stay somewhere in Iowa. I just don't know where. I'll have to look at the map and stuff. But this is a really cool spot. It's got this park. And then a pond. There's actually a trail that goes down there, so I'll probably do that after I ordered a little pizza, so I'm gonna get some pizza. This is the new, it's like a barn with, you know, bathrooms and convenience store items and some food. So it's really nice. It's a new spot. They were building it last time I came here in the winter, so yeah, I like stopping here. Quick plan update. So I way overcharged because I was eating dinner and I knew I wasn't going to go too much farther tonight. So I'm going to go just east of Des Moines to Altoona. There's actually 2 hotels right next to that charger. So I'm going to go there, although I haven't booked it yet. I could go farther, but there aren't really hotels close to the other chargers, so I'd have to go another couple 100 miles maybe or something. And I don't really want to do that, so yeah. Even so, I'll get to this one at 10:20, and then get some sleep, and then tomorrow I can head out early. So I'll have the rest of Iowa, and then cross Illinois, and then I'll be in Michigan. So probably be home early afternoon, I would imagine. Alright, last stop of tonight. We're in Altoona, Iowa, somewhere in the middle of Iowa. I got here with about 46%, which was about predicted. And let's see, so I plugged in, and interestingly it went right up to 130 kilowatts, even though I was at 46%. Usually I'm under 100 by that time, but maybe it was because the battery was really cool. It's only 77 degrees out, and it felt like it was mostly downhill from the other spot. By the way, this is dirt, not rain. It was just really smooth sailing, and the trip planner was like either accurate or slightly overestimated the energy I needed, so I would actually have more energy than it thought left. So that was kind of weird. But anyway, so maybe that was why. Maybe I wasn't using too much power, and so the battery was nice and cool for charging. I can hear the AC spooling up. So I just used Google Maps to reserve a room, last minute room at the Holiday Inn. I do want to look around the outside for a wall outlet. It's a nice little hack to get up to 100% charge in the morning, because you can't leave it at a supercharger anymore. You get crazy fines. Supposedly you're not supposed to get fines if the superchargers are not full. If there's plenty of other space, they're not. But last time I did it, there was nobody else at the supercharger, and I got this warning email that this is the warning, and next time you'll get real fines. So I don't know. I thought it should have been a nothing, but it's fine. Now I'm charging at 98 kilowatts, and we're at 54%. So by the time I get everything situated and squared away, we're probably going to be pretty high. And then when I wake up in the morning, I can just hop outside, plug the car in, and then go back and, you know, finish getting breakfast and getting ready. So we should be fine. And we really don't have that far to go tomorrow. So we need to go to up here, about 400 miles. That's probably a straight shot though, so it's probably more than that. It's already saying I can get to Iowa City. What is this one? Peru. Peru is a good one to go to. How far is that? 220. Well, let's map it. $240 miles. I'm not sure I can go that far reliably. I'd have to have 100% to do that. 240. So if that's the case, I might need to stop in Iowa City. That one's way out of the way. Not the greatest here. I like to avoid the Davenport one because, well, it is right off the freeway though. Well, no it isn't. You have to take this down there. Because this one, I've never gotten this one. It says 150 kilowatts, but it's really busy, and every time I go there I only get like 72 kilowatts. But if I really just needed a little bit just to get to Peru, maybe that's what I'd have to do. I don't know which I'd rather do, Iowa City or Peru, but anyway. And then I might stay at Peru for a while so I can skip the Chicago supercharger, just because that's kind of off the beaten path. And then I might try these South Bend ones. Well, actually that's the wrong freeway. I think there's some... I'll have to map this tomorrow because there might be some construction going on there. I might try to get to Michigan City from Peru. We'll see. Anyway, it shouldn't be too bad. So, change of plans here. Turns out all the hotels are like booked solid for tonight. I guess it's Saturday, so I guess that explains some stuff. So, I'm actually going on to Colfax. Focus. And actually the first hotel I called there was booked shortly before I called. And so there's another one nearby. So, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I charged up to 90%, and this is about 10-15 miles away, so I've got plenty of charge to continue on in the morning. I'll probably still look for a plug outside just to get some extra juice, but it should be fine. We're crossing? Where are we going here? Oh no. Okay. Boy, that's weird. Okay. Divided lanes, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, it's already 11 o'clock. I thought I'd be in a room by now, but nope. So anyway, hopefully soon, and then I'll get some sleep and head out tomorrow. I don't know if you can see me too well, but another change of plans. I'm driving again. So that was crazy. Well, not crazy, but so I booked this hotel. It was pretty cheap. It was like the only one available. Everybody's booking all the hotels to capacity. And this one was a little dim. The lobby smelled a little, but I was like, whatever. So I go into the room and like, it smells like it used to be a smoking room, and now it's non-smoking. Stains on the floor. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Hand towels are like stained. Yeah. And no cups or anything for water. The shower tub doesn't drain very well. It just puddles up. I tried to adjust the shower head. It almost screwed off. And there were stains on the bath towels. So I was like, I'm like worried about bed bugs in this place. I don't know. There seems to be no cleanliness or maintenance to this stuff. So I just packed up and left. I thought about sleeping in the car, but I'm not that tired, so I'm just going to keep going. I didn't ask for a refund or anything because I already took a shower. So at least I'm clean. Yeah, so I just packed up my stuff, went out the back door, and left. So here I am driving again. I don't know. I'm going to sleep somewhere. I don't know where. I'm just not tired enough right now. And yeah, apparently everybody's out on the road, which that's good for the travel industry, but I wish I had booked the hotel for what was that? Where was I? At Atuna. I wish I had booked the hotel for Altoona earlier in the day when I knew I was going to stay there, because I could have looked at stuff, and I think they might have had some. Anyway, ugh, gross and kind of frustrating. So we'll see how far I get tonight. To be continued, I guess. Here's some night driving for you.